Hey everyone, it's the BigNFLFanFreak here again, this time for the 2012 season. And yes, I know it's been a while since I've been around. It's been pretty much 2 football seasons, practically. We'll say about a season and a half since the last time you saw me. But this time I'm sticking around for the whole season, a postseason, and the preseason to keep you all up and date with a lot of new shows for this upcoming season. We're going to still have our usual BigNFLFanFreak show still, and our schedule releases like I had last year, or whatever, 2 years ago, whatever it was. But I'm also going to include some new features for 2012 to kind of keep it, kind of interesting this time. So on Monday, we're going to have, I'll go through the 7-day schedule first, and then I'll kind of tell you about the shows in depth. On Monday, we'll have football talks. On Tuesday, we'll have the schedule release like we normally had. Wednesday, we're going to have In Between the Yard Lines. On Thursday, we're going to have my usual Big NFL Fan Freak show. Friday, we're going to have a show called The Heavyweights. On Saturday, we're going to have Soaring the NFL show, and then on Sunday there will be no shows at all. It'll be just day off for the games, so everybody can kind of watch the games and not have to check YouTube to check if I have any videos or whatever. Only if like something huge comes up would I make a video on Sunday. So I'll talk a little bit about the shows, and then I'll talk about actually when my first show is. Yes, this is technically my first show, but it's more of an announcement for the upcoming actual first show of the Big NFL Fan Freak. So the first show, the football talks, will be during the preseason. It'll be all about the fantasy stuff that we covered last season, all the teams' rankings, the hardest schedules, the top players, things like that. And when it gets in season, it's actually going to be about the recap show, kind of like what happened on Sunday, who was the MVP, who won the game, the records, and all the scores. And then on Tuesday will be the schedule release, like I said, we'll talk, whatever week 1, week 2, whatever, doing all the schedules, all the games, use my little helmets like I usually do. On Wednesday, it'll be In Between the Yard Lines, and on that day, that show is about, during the preseason, it'll be all the teams' breakdowns, the goods, the bads, and everything like that, kind of taking guesses at all the 32 teams. And that'll be kind of preseason and in-season, but mostly just in-season. It'll be how each team can win and kind of what to watch for. Like watch for this player possibly to have a big day or something like that, for the upcoming Sunday. And then on Thursday is my usual Big NFL Fan Freak show, which still will be the same show, which will have, about who will win, where the games are, who I think will win. But I'll probably include like I did when I first started, maybe a score prediction and an MVP prediction, to kind of keep it interesting. And then on Friday we'll have our new show called The Heavyweights. It will have all the preseason workouts, training camps, in-season practices, like all the news about those and kind of anything that could be important about, practice or training related. And then on Saturday we're going to have our, actually it's going to be our first show, but it's not going to be on Saturday, it's going to actually be on Monday. I'll tell you a little bit of details up there, tell you about what the Soaring the League actually is. Okay, Soaring the Leagues will tell about all the NFL news weekly, like trades, any retirements, any additions, releases, signings, coaches, changes, arrests, anything like that. From that previous week until the next Saturday, like what we could be expecting in that upcoming week and also what happened the last week before. Now, the first actual show will state all the past news, like all those trades and everything, blah, 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 and what will be coming up for that until that next Saturday. And then they'll run every single Saturday. But the first show actually will be on Monday. We'll have 2 shows that day, the football talks and then that show. Soaring the NFL will be the actual first show on Monday morning. And I'll state all what I said and tell them about all the news that have happened and catching you all up and what is expected to happen. Then Monday, football talks will happen later that afternoon. And then the regular schedule will follow from then on until the postseason. And then I'm sure during the postseason I'll have some different stuff. But as for right now, that's actually going to be the Big NFL Fan Freak new 2012 schedule. So I hope you're all looking forward to it. I know I am. So stay tuned for any other updates before Monday. And enjoy your day and watching these preseason games. So, yeah.